Welcome to SethCraft. In this video, I am back out here in this 10 by 12 outbuilding where I'm going to be installing the trim. I have window trim, door trim, corner trim, and also the molding on top and bottom of the walls. So if you're interested in this, continue watching. The corner trim, I am going to be using 1x4s pine, and I'm going to cut a 45 in the corner and then nail that into the corner. And that will hopefully effectively hide our ugly sheetrock corners like this right here. So let me show you how I'm doing that. I'm basically going to use the table saw to cut down the 45s and then just hammer them together with some nails. I've set my table saw to 45 degrees. That is going to cut off a triangle piece on this trim board and allow these to fit together in a 90 to fill the corners and still have the same length on both sides. So let's go ahead and rip down the corners on all 8 of these boards. I have 4 of the 8-footers and 4 of the 10-footers. Just finished getting all 8 of these boards cut with a 45 taper on them. And as you can see, whenever those are tacked together, it should make a nice even corner and allow these 2 boards to be the same size while in the corner. To combine the 2 corners of the trim, we are just simply lining up the 45s to make a 90 degree on the trim, drilling a pre-drill hole. Then using some 2-inch finishing nails to combine these 2 pieces together. And then we can flip it on the other side and attach a nail from the other side to make sure these 2 pieces don't spread apart. The window trim is going to have trim here on the inside and then out here on the outside as well. And then on the top and bottom of the floor, I'm going to have 1x4s going up along the edges, and that will hide the gap between our flooring and cover our screws there on the sheetrock. And likewise, up here at the top, I'm going to have that molding up there as well, or trim. It's easier to stain the trim before it goes into the building, and that's what's being done right here. The first piece of trim that I want to cut is going to be the width of my window here, which is 32 inches, plus the extra pieces on the side. And so they're going to be 3.5, so I need 32 plus 3.5 on this side and 3.5 on this side. So for the window trim, we have got a board cut here at the bottom and extends out 3.5 inches. And then the boards on the side are going to go there on top of that. The top boards will then go across past 3.5 inches. And it will essentially look like this whenever it is finished. Goes across there, comes down the side. Also putting trim here on the inside, and then to cover up these gaps we've got some little triangular trim as well to just finish up that to make sure no debris gets stuck down in there. We have the door trim going all the way down to the floor, and so the corner trim is going to go all the way up here to the ceiling, all the way down to the floor as well. I've got this little triangular piece here which I have just used to find out what the cut needs to be up here. So basically, it's going to be flat on the top here, and then it's going to have the angle piece going up that way. And so the next thing I need to do is find out the height. I'm going to go all the way from the floor here. Got 7 foot and 1/4 inch. All right, so on this side right here, we need 7 foot and 1/4 inch. Now with this angled piece set to the correct angle, I can now set this edge right here at the previous line, which is 7 foot and 1/4, and I can mark this in this direction. How's that? Perfect.
Oh, beautiful shot.
Got that?
Am I getting? Nope. Very scientific process of picking out where you put the holes. Very similar faces.
The trim is now complete here in the 10 by 12 outbuilding. We actually didn't film much because we were really excited to get this building complete. But let me show you around so you can see how the trim is looking. Starting here at the door, the trim goes all the way to the floor. Got it up here. The corner pieces, we were able to get pretty close. This is the first one we worked on here, and I think we improved as we went along. So you can see how close of a fit that one is. Got these pieces up here looking nice. Windows turned out to look excellent. See if I can get back far enough for you to see. Finishing the trim is actually going to complete the build of this 10 by 12 building. Now there's going to be some more content in here. We're going to add some shelves and some storage units in here, but they will not be included in part of this series. I'm going to have one last video. It's just going to be a general overview of the entire build, but I hope you have enjoyed this video on the trim. We think that it has turned out quite nice. Now, this is actually going to be a work from home office space. I've been calling it a shed this whole time, but I think that as an outdoor or away from the house office space, it's going to be excellent. So, thank you so much for watching. If you would, click that subscribe button and be sure to thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.